Hey, what's up, good people? It's Rob here. I'm going to put this information up again, and I'm going to put it up there just for the people who never get it. My wife and I, even with all the stuff that's going on with us, man, we're going to get it done ourselves and quit trying to try to get outside help. This video is about Chelsea Handler, and we're going to do a video about her making a comment after the election. And I want you guys to look at something. Then we're going to look at a commercial that she did, and I want to show you the symbolic evil, some symbology that these monsters put in commercials to mock us and to make fun of us, and I want you to see it. I want to thank the people who come to this channel. I want to thank you. This video is for all you who have stayed to this channel. This channel has been battered, beaten, censored, banned, shunned, put at the bottom. 4 strikes in 8 months when I didn't deserve nothing, man. Now I'm on 2 strikes. I've never ever broken the rules of Google, and even now they harass me. I've lost 200 subscriptions and 800,000 views, man. 800,000 views since I came back from my banishment for criticizing Muslims. When you go on Google and YouTube, man, you basically, it's like a roulette wheel. You know, it goes around, and most of the time you're going to land on a serpent. That's just the way it is. Occasionally you may find somebody, and I'm certainly not the only one, who will give you clean water. They'll give you something good to drink. Most of the time, though, people are going to be walking around. They're going to be drinking sewage water, and it'll be packaged in a really cool bottle. They'll put a cool title on it, and they'll give you flashy colors, and they'll tell you this and they'll tell you that, and most of the time it's absolute lies. With me, you don't spin the wheel, man. I'll tell you the truth. I don't use fancy equipment. Before Jesus, I have a really nice program that I bought to make videos. I give you my word, and I do not lie. It's never even came out of the damn box. That's the truth. That is the truth. Never came out of the box, because I almost felt embarrassed for having to want to make videos and want to make them look cool, or, you know, with effects and all that. I showed people serpent. Here is a tongue, a forked tongue coming out of this guy's mouth right there on your right hand side. This is real. People come and complain about it. You see, for some people, man, the serpents, the evil of this world, could go to bed with them and they won't have enough sense to see through it. This is simply the truth. They're in for a rude awakening. For what I've been shown, I get 0 credit. I don't take any credit. I get no glory. All the glory goes to the Father through his Son, Jesus Christ, because he brought me to the good water, and I do my best to bring you to it. Let's move on, man. Hollywood, where lies become reality, and this is what it is. They gather around the master's table, and it's one big illusion to mock and deceive and to keep you confused. Here's Everybody Loves Stevie Wonder. Ah, illusion. Ah, he must love Jesus. He has on a cross, even though we're not supposed to worship or have on graven images. Now the sheep will say, look how sweet, he's got his cross on, but hold on. In his left hand, he's doing the eye of Apollyon. He's giving the one-eyed signal, the one-eyed symbol. Right. And the naive blind sheep won't see that, see? You see, they won't see that. They won't understand it. Everything in Hollywood, man, is an illusion. It's these people, these monsters, these serpents are not what they appear to be. You see, they're never what they appear to be. Let's move on to Chelsea Handler here. After Clinton lost the election to Trump, we know about all the crying. Everybody was upset, making fools of themselves. But Chelsea Handler had a message for women, especially women, after the loss. And I want you to take a look at the video of her, and then we're going to look at her commercial, and we'll just pick up what we pick up. All right? How about that?
And I guess the message that I want to spread out to other women is exactly what you're saying, is not to give up. Sorry, I hate crying on camera, but
You can see the eyes. There's no tears there. She's faking. These monsters don't have emotions like us. They're not made like us. Physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, they're not the same beings. We come from different fathers. This is the truth. This is a reality that most people cannot get their head around. It's amazing. You have so many so-called churchgoers, right? But most of the churchgoers will never be able to grasp the truth because they're not real followers of Jesus Christ. They're just churchgoers. Let's move on to a commercial, and I want you to see Chelsea Handler in this AT&T commercial where she makes reference to subterranean petting zoo. Now, there are subterranean cities. They've been around for ages. The Watchers created them. They will play a role in Bible prophecy. I want you to watch the commercial, and then let's look at the...
Sarah, this Wi-Fi calling from T-Mobile is the best. Reception's great in my subterranean petting zoo. Sarah, this Wi-Fi calling from T-Mobile is the best. Reception's great in my subterranean petting zoo.
Subterranean petting zoo. There's no such thing as an underground zoo. Animals aren't held underground without daylight, okay? Everybody knows that. But let's look at this commercial from AT&T and let's see what we see here. I mean, what is it really trying to say? Well, the subterranean petting zoo is underground. Now, they're going to try to tell you this is to show you how good the reception is for the phone, but the devil never does anything for your good. And you, for the people who least come to my channel, you know that. Nothing ever will come good from the devil or his children. So let's look at the picture. Just on the surface, what do we see? Well, we see a goat, we see a mule, we see some little ones, and we see Chelsea Handler petting the goat in some little cave, some little fenced-in area with some hay underground. Let's take a closer look at it, shall we? Let's light it up some. Get it lighted up. So let's look. Chelsea Handler is petting the goat. The goat is symbolic for Baphomet, the devil. What's underneath him? What's above him? The light is in the illuminated ones, because that's what Lucifer calls himself, is the light bearer. You know, the devil is he has the biggest inferiority complex of anybody on earth, right? In the physical being or the spirit being. All he wants to do is to be like Jesus Christ, but he can't be. He's like that crazy son of a bitch who wants to be like another person, but he can't be. He tries to emulate him, tries to copy him, but he can't. You'll never be like Jesus Christ, baby. There's only one. There's only one king. You ain't it. Elvis ain't it. It's only Jesus Christ, period. What else do we see? Well, you see how Chelsea Handler is looking up, and this is the devil. She's looking up. She's admiring him. She's petting him. He's underneath the light because he claims to be the light bearer, when we are the children of the light, because if you follow Jesus Christ, you walk in the light. The next thing you will see at the feet of Chelsea Handler and at the feet, at the back feet where it could be kicked, are the little ones, you see. And that's supposed to be us, you see, because we are at the feet of these monsters and we can also be kicked. This is incredibly symbolic. This is what this is about. Notice next we've got a couple more things I want you to see. To the left, you're going to see a sign. To the right, you're going to see a sign, and then you're going to see the mule. All right, let's move forward. All right, well, to the right, we're going to look at, this is an underground map. All right, that's what's on the wall. The underground cities is for real. This is all across the country, all across this earth. There are underground cities, and they will play a role in Bible prophecy. Let's go on next. All right, here you notice the goat, and he's looking at what? The sign that says reptile house is in serpent. Serpent, dragon, because that's what he's called, serpent, dragon. And he has his head up. That's my cat. He's a gangster, by the way. Come over here, you mother. Yes. You notice the goat, he has his head up on the little machine that when you go to the zoo, sometimes you can buy treats and you can buy them to feed to the animals. Well, this is symbolic of the devil and his children owning all the goods and the treats and the toys and the trinkets that we need, you see. Because the devil and his children control everything. They control the food, the money, the water, everything. Your lights, your power, man, they control it all. That's what this is for. This is symbolic. And notice that it's red in there. You see the red? Because the dragon is what color in the Bible? The dragon is red. All right, let's move forward. Again, this is in one little clip of a commercial. Now, some may say, you're reaching. Man, after what I've showed you, you know that I don't reach. I don't have to reach. The mule. The mule is symbolic for the ignorant, stubborn people, ignorant people who will deny the truth. Even when the truth is right in front of them, still can't do it. Many of you, just like me, you've gone to your mother, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your uncle, your best friend. You tried to beg them to come to the truth, only you can't do it. They'll never see it. So let me set you free. John 6, 44, 45, and John 6, 65 and 66 makes it clear that nobody can bring another person to the truth except the Almighty Father. Nobody can bring them to the truth that is Jesus Christ but the Father. If the Father don't cut your light on, it will not be cut on, because we are the illuminated ones. Get it? We walk in the light, not these monsters. All right. So let's go ahead and close. We're going to go ahead and close it out. And I want to read a couple verses to you before we close. I want you to think about this now. Revelation 12:9, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So the devil, the serpent, the dragon, and his angels were cast out where? Well, the Bible says, woe unto the inhabitants of the sea and the earth, but they were cast into the earth. Interesting, huh? Interesting. What do you think? Well, let's read some other verses here. I want to show you something. Let's read some verses that have to do with the underground bases. Maybe just something that we could just touch on. All right, people, this is Revelation 6:15 and 6:16. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. 16. And said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. They are going to hide themselves in underground cities because they are afraid of who? They are afraid of Jesus Christ, and they should be. You see, they can mock him, laugh at him, they can scoff, they can do all this. Deep down, people, when we're not around, they're scared to death, and they should be. They should be scared to death. If you knew somebody was coming to kill you or to destroy you, wouldn't you be afraid too? Yeah, you would. Let's close it out, and let's pay honor and love to our King. John 14:6. I love this verse. Jesus saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto me but by the Father. No man goes unto the Father except by Jesus Christ. Period. There is no other way. There's no alternative. It's just Jesus Christ. Thank you for watching. God bless you all.